Hello everyone, welcome to APTIPLUS Academy for Soul Sources. Today I am here to discuss important MCQ series for the WBCS, and this is about the history. Previously we have covered important MCQs for the science and reasoning, and we'll be covering all the important topics for the WBCS in the upcoming videos. So having said that, let us begin the video. So the learning objective of this session is to discuss most probable questions for the WBCS preliminary and mains exam based on the PYQ analysis, and to cover the maximum MCQs in the minimum number of time, and to ensure high score in prelims and MCQ based mains paper in WBCS. So having said that, let us begin the question. The first question for today is, which of the following statement is incorrect about the Government of India Act 1919? The statement A is, the British India must be an integral part of British Empire, right? The Government of India Act 1919 said that the British India will be integral part of the British Empire, right? So statement A is correct. Statement B is, responsible government would be realized only by progressive stages. Okay? So Government of India Act 1919 said that the responsible government would be established, but that would be realized only in the progressive stage. Okay? So responsible government would be given, but that would not be in sudden effect, right? So this is correct. Statement B is correct. Statement C is, provincial subjects were classified into reserve subjects and transport subject. Okay? So this is also correct, right? So this was the one of the main feature of the Government of India Act 1919. It provided that the provincial subject, right, provincial subject to be divided into two parts. One is the reserve subject and the other one is the transport subject. We'll go into detail about that as well, right? And the statement D is, the salary of Secretary of State of India was drawn out of the revenues of Indian government. Okay? So this statement is incorrect, right? So salary of the Secretary of State would be from the British Exchequer, okay, not from the Indian government. So this is incorrect. So answer is D, right? So answer is D. The Government of India Act 1919 is also called the Montagu-Kempsford Reform. Okay? And the detail about the act you can read here. And the provincial government, as we all know, that the diarchy was introduced in the provincial government under the Government of India Act of 1919. So this is a very important point. Okay? So diarchy mein kya hua? There was a division of subject that was transferred to the provincial government, and the central government still without responsible government. So there was no responsible government at the center. Both legislature at the center and the state was divided into the executive and legislature, right? That means there was the bicameral system. So these were the important points that you need to know. So diarchy mein kya hua? There was two subject, which is the reserve subject and transport subject. Okay? So this is the point that you need to know. Now moving on to next question, which is the, at which of the following places green pamphlet was issued by Mahatma Gandhi? So this is a very important question, and the green pamphlet was about the indentured laborers. Okay? So you need to know what is the indentured laborers, right? So indentured laborers were basically the laborers which were sent to colonies by the British for working in plantation works. ठीक है? तो plantation related work के लिए भेजा जाता था, especially in the South Africa, Mauritius, right? ये सब colonies में भेजा जाता था. तो green pamphlet was released by Mahatma Gandhi in Rajkot. ठीक है? तो you need to know this point. And the green pamphlet was issued by Mahatma Gandhi at Rajkot on July 9, 1896. Okay? And he tried to expose the condition of indentured laborers and human rights violation in South Africa. Okay? So initially Gandhi ji spent most of his life in South Africa, so it was about to expose the lives of the Indian indentured laborers in South Africa. Okay? So this is an important point. Now moving on to next question. Next question is question number 3, which is about the Meerut outbreak was sudden and short-lived like a summer gale. Okay? So this was said by which of the following historian? So question is about this. So as we all know that the 1857 revolt, which is the Sepoy Mutiny, we call it the Sepoy Mutiny, began from Meerut. Okay? So Meerut से start हुआ था, although it started in the Barakpur, okay, Mangal Pandey से start हुआ था, but Meerut outbreak was very significant part, right? So this the Meerut outbreak, the revolt of 1857, was called the sudden. It was called sudden and short-lived by which of the following historian? Answer is A. Surendranath Sen. Okay? So Surendranath Sen was an important freedom fighter, and he was also the writer of the 1857, ठीक है. तो 1857 was written by whom? The Surendranath Sen, ठीक है, SN Sen. So he said that the like a summer gale, the revolt of Meerut was unprecedented and short-lived, ठीक है. So this was the commentary. Such type of question is asked in WBCS. And next question is question number 4, which is the first Indian to get selected in the Indian Civil Services, ठीक है. So ICS. So this was a prestigious civil services at that time, and this is equivalent to IAS at present day, ठीक है. And the first Indian to get selected for this post was the Satyendranath Tagore, ठीक है. Satyendranath Tagore was also a brother of Rabindranath Tagore, as we all know, ठीक है. And Rabindranath Tagore was the Nobel laureate, right. And he was the elder brother of Rabindranath Tagore, as I just discussed, and he was allocated the Bombay Presidency cadre, ठीक है. तो his cadre was Bombay Presidency. And apart from the Satyendranath Tagore in 1866, other 4 Indians were also selected in the ICS in 1869, ठीक है. तो 1863 में इनका जो सत्येंद्रनाथ टैगोर का सिलेक्शन हुआ, एंड आफ्टर दैट 4 इंडियंस वर सेलेक्टेड, हु वर दी रोमेश दत्त, बिहारी लाल गुप्ता, सुरेंद्रनाथ बैनर्जी एंड श्रीपद बाबाजी ठाकुर, ठीक है. दीज वर द 4 पर्सन. एंड इफ यू सी द ICS ऑफिसर्स, these 3 people out of 4 people who were selected in 1869 were from Bengal, ठीक है. एंड सुभाष चंद्र बोस वॉज ऑल्सो सेलेक्टेड फॉर द ICS इन 1919, ठीक है. तो 1919 में सुभाष चंद्र बोस का सिलेक्शन हुआ, ऑल्दो ही रिजाइंड फ्रॉम दिस पोस्ट लेटर ऑन, राइट. सो दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन दैट यू नीड टू नो. And the next question, without wasting any time, is the question number 5, and it is the first census of India was conducted during the time of which viceroy? The answer is Lord Mayo, ठीक है. सो लॉर्ड मेयो ने कंडक्ट किया था 1872 में, राइट. यू नीड टू नो दिस पॉइंट, ठीक है. तो फर्स्ट नॉन सिंक्रोनस सेंसस वाज कंडक्टेड इन 1872 ड्यूरिंग द रेन ऑफ द गवर्नर जनरल लॉर्ड मेयो, ठीक है. तो 1872 में कंडक्ट हुआ था, नॉन सिंक्रोनस सेंसस था. तो आपको ये याद रखना है, ठीक है. तो नॉन सिंक्रोनस सेंसस मीन्स देयर वाज नो सिंक्रोनाइजेशन ऑफ द सेंसस, ठीक है. तो अलग अलग जगह में अलग अलग टाइप से होता था census, right. And the first synchronous census was taken during the British rule in February 17, 1881 under the W.C. Plowden, the census commissioner of India, ठीक है. तो you need to know this point. तो ऑफिशियली जो सेंसस हुआ सिंक्रोनिकली, ठीक है, in organized way, that happened in 1881 only. But the first census was conducted, which was non-synchronous census, was 1872 by Lord Mayo, ठीक है. तो ये पॉइंट में आपको कन्फ्यूजन नहीं होना है, you need to remember this point. Next point is that the first known census for citizens was done in 1830 by the Henry Walter, ठीक है. तो Henry Walter is known as the father of Indian census. तो आपको ये पॉइंट याद रखना है. The census which was known to people, right, was conducted for the first time in 1830 by Henry Walter, right. It was conducted in Dhaka, and the Henry Walter was also called the father of Indian census, ठीक है. And Sri Mrityunjay Kumar Narayan assumed the charge of Registrar General of and the Census General of India from the 2022, ठीक है. तो the Registrar General of India is the Mrityunjay Kumar Narayan, right. So you need to know these points. So this is the question number 5. The question number 6 is the which of the following newspaper was started by Annie Besant? A is the Hindu, B is Indian Express, the Times of India, right, and D New India. So this is easy question, right. तो Hindu, Indian Express, these are not the options. Answer is D, right, New India. New India was started by Annie Besant, ठीक है. तो New India and Commonwealth, these were the 2 newspaper which was established or published by Annie Besant. And she was also an important leader in the home rule movement in India, ठीक है. तो home rule में related थे ये. And she was also one of the founders of the Banaras Hindu University, also called BHU, right. So next question, now moving on to next question, which is the question number 7. Which among the following regions was most affected by the revolution of 1857? तो कौन सी region सबसे ज़्यादा affected था, आपको आंसर करना है. Answer is what? Awadh. तो Awadh was mostly affected by this rebellion, right. It was one of the main centers of revolt, and it was annexed by Lord Dalhousie in 1856, ठीक है. तो Awadh was annexed by Lord Dalhousie, ठीक है, and under the doctrine of lapse, as we all know, ठीक है. तो doctrine of lapse where if the ruler of Indian state or the princely states in India dies without the son, legal heir, then territory would be seized by the British government. So that was the doctrine of lapse, right? It was started by Lord Dalhousie in 1856, and Awadh was annexed under this. ठीक है, एंड द रिवोल्ट वॉज लेड बाय बेगम हजरत महल, ऑल्सो नॉन एज द बेगम ऑफ अवध. ठीक है, तो लीडर्स का नाम भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. यू नीड टू रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट लीडर्स विच लेड द पर्टिकुलर प्लेस, राइट. तो इन अवध द लीडर वॉज बेगम हजरत महल, राइट. So you need to remember this point. Now moving on to next question. Next question is, who among the following was the founder of MAO College? ठीक है, तो this is also called the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. ठीक है, and MAO College is an important college because it was the central stage for the awakening of the Muslim mass in India. And the who among the following was the founder of MAO College? So the answer is what? B. Syed Ahmad Khan. ठीक है, तो सैयद अहमद खान वॉज द फाउंडर ऑफ MAO कॉलेज. सो MAO कॉलेज वॉज लेटर नॉन एज द अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी. ठीक है, अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी, right. So many people do not know about it. MAO college, what is the MAO college or Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College? So Aligarh Muslim University was basically called the MAO college. ठीक है, and it was founded at Aligarh in 1875, and the movement of Muslim awakening was associated with Sir Syed Ahmad Khan and MAO college. ठीक है, तो Muslim related awakening basically happened in this college. ठीक है, and moving on to next question, which is the question number 9. Who was the only viceroy of India to be murdered in office, and by whom was he murdered? We all know that viceroy who was murdered in office was the Lord Mayo. So this is an important and easy question. ठीक है, Lord Mayo was murdered in office in 1872, right? And जो assassin है उनका नाम भी याद रखना है, right? Sher Ali was the murderer of Lord Mayo. ठीक है, तो this is the point, and he was murdered at Port Blair at Andaman and Nicobar. ठीक है. So the last question, which is the question number 10 for today, is who among the following was elected thrice as the president of Indian National Congress? ठीक है, तो Indian National Congress, the session which happened for the first time in 1885, ठीक है, in Bombay. Answer is Dadabhai Naoroji. ठीक है, and he was also the first Parsi to preside over the Indian National Congress. ठीक है, तो he was the Parsi, right? And he was also called the Grand Old Man of India, and he was the first Parsi president of Indian National Congress in 1886. ठीक है, तो 1886, which was the second session of Indian National Congress, was presided over by the Grand Old Man of India, Dadabhai Naoroji. ठीक है, so these were the important 10 questions. So we are covering only 10 questions in this video, but we will be covering other questions in the next video. We'll be uploading other videos in succeeding time. ठीक है, तो we'll be covering all the videos from all the subjects in the upcoming videos. So these were the important 10 questions. So we'll meet again in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.